Okay, it's Thoughtful Friday. It is, I don't know what day it is because I'm not recording on Friday. Sorry. So it's Friday morning, sometime in February, early February. Do you know what? I feel bad now. I feel like I should actually tell you what date it is. It is the 4th, right? Okay, the 4th. So what I want to talk to you about today, I know that I said that we'd be talking about why I chose some software that we're using for Clough Road. But do you know what? I don't know the intricacies of it yet, so I feel as though I won't be doing a very good job unless I look into it more and about the reports, etc. And I want to give you the lowdown exactly why we chose it. So it's a little bit more thought process to do that. So I'm going to do that next Wednesday or Friday, just to let you know who we're using, etc. Again, thank you very much, everybody, for reaching out. I've had so many people reach out. It is amazing. I've just been somebody's got in touch with me and said, "Look, I'm thinking about a storage in this area. What do you think?" And I love doing it. This is a problem. This is what you can expect to get. This is a price per square foot. And it's been great. So I massively appreciate everybody reaching out. It is awesome. I absolutely love the fact that we're creating a Store Nation. I don't know if that name is going to stick. I don't know if it's good or not, but you know what? Store Nation, it is awesome. It is like a community. And so I appreciate you all. What I want to talk to you about today is something that I've just been doing today. And I think it's so underutilized. And the feel-good factor you get from doing it is amazing. And I'm a great believer in, everybody says you only do things at scale. Bollocks to that. You do things that don't scale. You have to do things that don't scale, especially in the early parts of your business. And the reason is because most people don't do that. And so what am I actually talking about? I'm actually talking about every single month, you can have a list as an owner, as a manager, you can be proactive and do this yourself. And you can ring. I've spoke about this before years ago, a couple of years ago probably, but it's worth revisiting because I've just done it today and the feedback I have had is amazing. And also I feel good. So we all I get a list of every single person that's moved in. And so what I do is I get the size of a unit, the date they moved in, the name, and then I also get the telephone number. And I choose 10 people. I've actually rang 14 people today. And 13 people that have moved in during December. So I don't ring everybody because you can't possibly do it, but you get an overall gauge of what people think. And it's so valuable. It's literally taken me probably half an hour to do. And I've spoken to many people. And I ask them, first of all, I say, thank you very much. So this is my, hi, Christine. I just want to say it's Dean from Stormer. And I do think it's better if you've got a little bit of energy about you and you don't sound professional, because if you sound professional, people will turn off. They'll think you're from a call center. So I purposely stutter a little bit. I mean, I do it anyway. It's just my natural voice, but I purposely don't sound polished and professional because they will think you're from a call center. They will not really take you seriously. What you want to do is talk to them like a person, like if it was you calling your mate Mark or Dave or whoever it is, you've got to talk to them like you're talking to a family member. So I goes, hi, Christine, it's Dean from Stormore Self Storage. I'm the owner here. I just wanted a couple of seconds of your time, if that's all right. And basically, firstly, I wanted to thank you very much for choosing Stormore Self Storage. Massively appreciate it. And my other question is, or my other point is, I just want to talk to you. And again, exactly like that, because you're not polished, you're not professional. You sound normal. Normalize the situation. Normalize the telephone call. I just want to ask you if there's anything we can do to improve, because we're so customer focused. And the problem is that I'm not a customer, so I don't know what the customers think and see. And sometimes that you can't read the label inside the bottle. So I just wanted to ask if there's any advice, any improvements that we can make. More often than not, the customer's like, oh my God, that is incredible. That's amazing. And they start thinking about it. And I've had in every single call today, nobody's given me any improvements. Nobody's given me, and by the way, you sometimes get an improvement that you haven't actually thought of. And you think, fucking hell, yeah, I ain't thought about that. That's amazing. You know what? We're going to implement that. And so today I've had, my staff are amazing. My team are amazing. Don't like to call them staff. The little thank you, because we give them some water, energy bars, etc., and his little cup holder thing. I've had that's amazing. I've heard that the process is brilliant. The lifts are brilliant, and everything's been complimentary. But what you're doing there is you're reaffirming their thoughts. So before they wouldn't have thought about it. They've just accepted it as normal. They'll have accepted it and not really thought of it. What we're asking them to do is draw on them emotions, draw on them feelings, and that you're reaffirming how good you are as a company. So that helps you, because then people are going to actually actively talk about you to their crowd, to their social circles. And that's what we want. We want to be shareable. And these kind of moments are shareable. All of a sudden today, he's actually, say, for example, Michael's gone, well, actually, no, you're brilliant. Your staff is brilliant. Your water's brilliant. The fact that you give us a little present when you were moving is brilliant. It's really good. I can't think of anywhere to improve. I'm sorry that I can't help you. I said, no, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. And you're reaffirming it already. You've reaffirmed his original thoughts that he's originally had, but he hasn't revisited them thoughts until today. A month later, he's revisited them thoughts, and he all of a sudden knows how good we are. So therefore, I just feel as though you're twice as likely. I've got no stats to back that up at all, but you're more likely to share it now. If anybody asks, do you know what? They actually give me a ring. And I just feel like that it's perfect. And then number two, the follow-up question I ask is, how did you hear about us? Because yeah, it's okay. We've all got them things on our website saying, how did you hear about us? Google, word of mouth, But if someone could just be clicking anything, who knows if it's all true, but we're getting it from the horse's mouth. It is so, so important. And by the way, never, ever ring anybody on withheld number, because already you're removing yourself from that process. It's like, you're not good enough to have my mobile number. So now everybody I've rang had my mobile number. And because you don't want them to think, it's a negative vibe straight away. And it's all about positivity. It's all about the flow. It's all about making sure that it continues on in a positive manner. And if you have any negatives in that, like not sharing your number, I think it deflates, and it doesn't make it doesn't transform it to where you want to go ultimately. And yes, I'm a big believer in that. Like I said about stuttering, told you I stutter naturally all the time. So yeah, and then you want to find out where they come from, because it could be because their mate Dave told them about it, and and then if that's ever the case, by the way, then you want to get in touch with Dave and say, Dave, do you know what? I just want to say thank you. We've got your £20 voucher or £50 voucher, whatever it may be, just to say thank you for mentioning it, because again, you're reaffirming he's told somebody about it. And so what's he going to do? He's going to do more of that. And excuse me, I think, I'm sorry, I'm still got a cough from COVID. I think it's so valuable. This data that we've got people's mobile numbers, we've got their contact information. We can actually pick up the phone and speak directly to our customers. Holy shit. So let me say that again. We can speak as owners, as managers, as sales managers, as people who work in self-storage. We can speak directly to our customers. And all it takes is a little bit of effort. All it takes is picking up that bloody phone and speaking to them and seeing what they like, what they dislike, how we can improve. It's so amazing. But the problem is most people don't do it. I would say 90% of people listening don't do this. And that is criminal. Yes, I'm going to say criminal. Your customers are there. They want to speak. They want to hear from you. They want to feel like their opinion matters. And if they ever give you a bit of feedback, a way to improve, like somebody said, we don't have enough trolleys, or we don't have high-sided trolleys about a year ago or 2 years ago. And so what did we do? We got some high-sided trolleys. And then I actually rang that person up who recommended that to us. And I said, just so you know, we took it on board and we bought some. Wanted to thank you so much for that, because without your insight, we would never have these high-sided trolleys. So thank you very much for taking the time to tell us. And they feel heard. They feel listened to. And that's all a customer wants. Really, everybody says we treat our customers like kings and queens, and it's all about the customer focus. What are you doing? That's just guff. It's just words. But what are you actually doing? And so for me, I think this is one of the biggest things that you can do. It's not scaling. You can't scale it, because if you've got 50 sites, you can't ring 10 customers a site. Of course you can't. But what you can do, you can get the managers to do it. You can get your salespeople to do it. Somebody can speak to 10 customers. I don't care how big you are. I don't care if you're Big Yellow, Safe Store. I don't care if you're Safeguard. Somebody in your organization can ring these customers. And the reason why we don't do it is because storage is so bloody easy right now. Everybody's making money from storage, but I promise you, don't get old and fat, and you've got to use these muscles, because some stage, whether it's now 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, you will have to be better at the customer experience. And so start using these muscles now for the future, because then when you do need to use them, hey, you're ready. You're already jacked. You're already like Arnold using these muscles. Annie Schwarzenegger, by the way. So yeah, I think this is invaluable, and I think people miss out on it. So I think that we should do more of it. That is basically it. That's my little rant for the day. I do think this is really, really valuable, and please take it on board, because the results are amazing, and I promise you, it's just I feel really good about myself now. I spoke to customers; they've said how amazing it is. They've seen, one customer saw our new site and said, "I'm just really rooting for you because I can see you're expanding, and you've got 3 sites now." And I was like, "How the hell did you know I got 3 sites?" Maybe listen to the podcast. So yeah, it's good. If you are watching this on YouTube and stuff, I'm just realized I just took my hat off, so my hair is a mess. I don't know why that's relevant or bothering people. I have no idea. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Gotta go.